African history is rich with stories of courage, resistance, and leadership, yet many of its greatest heroes remain largely unknown outside their local communities. Among these unsung figures is Mekatilili Wamenza, a remarkable woman from the Kenyan coast whose bravery and defiance against British colonial rule place her among Africa's most important resistance leaders. Her story challenges the common narrative that African resistance was led mainly by men or organized armies. Mekatilili led with conviction, cultural strength, and an unshakable belief in freedom, making her legacy both powerful and relevant today. Mekatilili Wamenza was born around 1860 in what is today Kilifi County in Kenya. She belonged to the Giriama people, a coastal community with strong cultural traditions and deep spiritual beliefs. Her early life was marked by hardship. She lost her parents at a young age and later endured a difficult marriage, experiences that shaped her resilience and independence. These personal struggles did not silence her. Instead, they strengthened her sense of justice and her refusal to accept oppression, qualities that would later define her leadership. At the turn of the 20th century, British colonial rule intensified along the Kenyan coast. The colonial administration imposed harsh taxes, forced labor, and compulsory recruitment of young Giriama men to work on plantations and infrastructure projects. These policies disrupted family life, weakened the local economy, and undermined Giriama cultural autonomy. The British also interfered with traditional governance systems, dismissing elders and spiritual leaders who had long maintained social order. For the Giriama people, colonial rule was not just political domination, it was an attack on their way of life. It was in this context that Mekatilili Wamenza emerged as a leader. Despite having no formal position of authority and no military backing, she became the face of Giriama resistance. Drawing on spiritual symbolism and oral tradition, she mobilized her people in a way that deeply resonated with them. Mekatilili invoked the spirit of Kifudu, a revered Giriama ancestor, claiming spiritual authority to speak and act on behalf of the community. This connection gave her words weight and legitimacy in a society where spiritual belief was central to governance and moral order. One of Mekatilili's most powerful tools was the Kifudu dance, a traditional ritual dance usually performed at funerals. She transformed this dance into a form of political protest. As she danced and sang, she delivered messages of resistance, urging